What's going on, viewers of the Front Three? Co-host TalkAstonVilla here, bringing you the Aston Villa Football Club season review. Before we get started, right below here there'll be a link to the Arsenal season review that Cookie from Arsenal Fan TV, AFC Game by Game, and a brand new contributor to the Front Three did generously enough for us. So that will be below here. Go check that out after this. So what do we say about Aston Villa's season? The typical scenario of one step forward and two steps back, and it really was that again. We didn't move anywhere. We finished 15th last season, I believe, and we finished 15th this season. Didn't move anywhere, didn't improve on anything. Going into this season, there's a lot of hope. Obviously, we signed Benteke this season before. We had a struggling season. I think people believed Lambert was going to bring in some young players, bring in some older, more leadership players to help out Vlaar's leadership, morale and stuff like that. And it didn't happen. It was just all really youngsters. The ones that I really liked was Jed Steer, and Bakuna really proved me wrong. I didn't think he'd amount to anything, and I think he's one for the future. One I just really didn't see a point of is Yakuba Silla. For me, decent prospect. I just don't think will make the cut. It's a lot of our club right now, even this season really showed it. We have so many championship caliber players. Baker, I hate to say it, but I think Ahmadi kind of fits in there. Silla, I think, is one. And just there's a lot of them in there. I don't want to keep naming them because there's probably over 6 or 7 or even more. And there's so many dead wood that we have to get rid of now too. And it's a point of we should have done it last season, but now we're even carrying that dead wood now. Darren Bent, Alan Hutton, among others. And I don't know, this season we started off just the worst. Yeah, it had to have been the worst first scheduled games. And the Premier League guys, you had Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, and I think it was Newcastle. And you're going into that as a Villa fan saying, oh shit. But we proved everyone wrong. We beat Arsenal 3-1 on opening day at the Emirates. Shock, upset. And I think a lot of people were thinking, wow, maybe they're the dark horse. Mid-table finish, obscurity, who knows. Didn't happen. We only showed up for the big games. And yes, as a club that has a great heritage within English football in the top flight, and we've never been relegated from the Premier League in the 2 years or 2 seasons or something that it's been going. It just, if you're only going to show up for the big games and act like a top 10 club that we could be, but we don't have the players in, it's not going to work that way. We showed up for obviously we beat Arsenal 3-1, Chelsea 1-0, City 3-2, and then drawing at Anfield 2-2, and leading to not halftime at Anfield as well. And that's fantastic. That's what I want to see. We're the giant slayers this season. I said it on Twitter so many times. People agreed with me. But if you're not going to show up for the little games, I wouldn't say little games, but the smaller fixtures, i.e. Sunderland, Cardiff, and stuff like that, if you're not going to show up for both legs of those games, you're going to struggle, and that's really what we did. We showed up for a good chunk of the big games, but not the little ones that are going to get you those points that really matter. The ones that you can't guarantee, but you have a better chance than playing a Man City, say, 10 times in a row or something like that. If you're going to play like that, it's hard to stay in the Premier League. All I can say is thank God there are so many worse teams than us. Norwich, Fulham, West Brom, Cardiff. It's just thank God, because the way we pulled this season off is just wow. Obviously now the club, Lerner said this is all as far as he can take Villa. I thank him for his services. He's tried. He got us a good years, and then it just tanked the last few years. And he's selling the club. Lambert's probably going to Celtic with Neil Lennon moving on from Celtic, and we don't know who the manager probably is going to be next season because I can't see it being Lambert. It's just all obscurity and negativity following us right now. And really, what do you say besides hope for the best and expect the worst, I guess? And all I can say, if nothing really improves from next season and we don't get those higher caliber players in, we're really screwed. And I can't see us doing well next season if things aren't drastically changed. Hopefully an owner comes in that wants the club, has the passion for the club, and just wants to represent the badge. And that's really what I can hope for going forward. But anyways, that's really it for this review. I don't want to go on too much. There's going to be a longer one on my channel in the next few days, so you can go subscribe to me, of course, at TalkAstonVilla on Twitter. And of course, subscribe to the Front Three guys. I really want to get this thing moving on. We have a new contributor, obviously, with Cookie and all that great stuff, so it's really going to start building on. All the links will be in the description. You can subscribe, like this video, comment. Good or bad season for Villa, who are potential new owners, who are potential new managers, ins and outs in the club and stuff like that. Leave it all below. Subscribe, like I said before. Follow Cookie at @simplycookie_ and all that kind of stuff like that. And let's get this channel big, guys. Peace out.